Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed Islam Shishir, and today I'm going to solve this problem called longest consecutive sequence. So yeah, in the description they're saying that given an unsorted array of integers nums, return the length of the longest consecutive elements sequence. You must write an algorithm that runs in O of n time. So the thing is, what they're trying to say is that they're going to give us an array like this, and if we sort this, it's going to be something like this. Okay, so as we can see, like, they want the longest consecutive elements sequence. So 1 2 3 4, this is one consecutive sequence of elements. 100, this is like, this itself is a sequence, I guess, and 200 is another one. So we have three sequences. So this one is the longest sequence we have. So what is the length? 1 2 3 4. So the length of the longest consecutive sequence is 4. So we have to return 4, and that's going to be the output. So that's it. So this problem has a easy solution, like a pretty intuitive one, which is we can have a set of integers, and let's call it sorted unique numbers, and it's going to sort the numbers nums.begin, nums.end. Okay, so this is going to take n log n time to execute, and after this happens, we will get let's try to print this out. Cout num line. Let's just return something, otherwise it's going to give us an error. So yeah, so as we can see that we have the sorted numbers here. So 1 2 3 400 and 200. So all we have to do now is, let's just take a variable called max count, and count. Max count is going to be 0, count is 0, and brief num equals int max. So now what we can do is that if the current number minus 1 is not equals to the previous number, then we are going to make the count 0 again. Otherwise we are going to increment the count plus plus, prev number is going to be the current number, and max count is going to get updated. So it's going to take the maximum of max count or count. Then all we have to do is return the max count. So now if we run this one, so it gets accepted. But the thing is, this takes n log n time, and this for loop takes O of n time. So the time complexity of this solution becomes n log n. But there is a better solution for this, and which also kind of like the which also follows kind of the same approach, but in time complexity wise it's going to be better. Let's see how this works. So For instead of a set, we are going to take unordered set, so the numbers are not going to be sorted, and we don't need that actually. And so let's just take this example and discuss something first. So let's say this is our like input. So if we sort it 1 2 3 4 100 and 200, so we have like 1 2 and 3 sequences, but there's something we can see that we don't have, like, every sequence starts from a number. So this sequence starts from 1, this sequence, yeah, it starts from 1, this starts from 100, this starts from 200. So if we don't have, like, this element 2 has a previous number, like previous value 1, but 1 does not have any previous value. Same goes for this one, like we have 100 here but we don't have 99, we have 200 here but we don't have 199. So the starting point of a sequence do not have a previous number. So that's what is going to help us here. So let's say we take unordered list, so it's not going to sort it, it's just going to give us unique numbers. So let's print it out. So for int num in this, cout num inline, let's return 5. So okay, this is not supposed to be sorted, but for some reason it's showing us a sorted number here, but it's not going to be sorted. Oh yeah, it is going to be sorted, sorry. It's we have to take unordered map here, unordered set. Now if we print it out, okay, so this is not sorted anymore. So 2 3 1 200 400. So yeah, 2 3 1 200 4 and 100. So we will get something like this in the unordered set. So now what we have to do is that we have to find out the elements which do not have a previous number. So if a element does not have a previous, if a number does not have a previous number, that means that is the starting point of a sequence. So let's see here. So if a number is the starting point of a sequence, keep incrementing the count until the end of the sequence is found. And if a number is not the starting point of the sequence, continue. Like obviously if we are inside a sequence, we just have to continue and update the max count each time we reach the end of a sequence. And ultimately, after we're looping through the entire array, return the max count. So yeah, maybe this is too much, but let's go through it step by step. That is going to help us understand the problem a little more. So unordered set, the time complexity of unordered set is of n. So yeah, we don't have to do this. Okay, we will still need a max count. Max count is 0. Okay, so let's see. Let's run a for loop, like visualize how it works. So the first element is going to be 2. If we print it out, the first element is 2. So we are going to just look up in the unordered set, and we are going to see if we have 1 in the set. So we do have 1. So if we do, like, so if a number is not the starting point of the sequence, continue. So 2 is not the starting point of a sequence because 2 has a previous element 1. So we just have to continue, we don't do anything here. So then on the next iteration we have 3. So 3, we just have to, like, 3 minus 1 is 2, so 2 is also in the set, so 3 does have a previous element, so 3 is not the starting point of a sequence, so we just continue. Okay, then comes 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0, so we do not have 0 in the entire set, so that means 1 is a starting point of a sequence. So now what we have to do is that we have to start counting. So the first count is going to be 1, so count is now 1. So now we have to, like, keep incrementing the value and see if we have the next value of 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so we do have 2 in the set, that means we do have, like, the sequence is still continuing, so the count is going to get incremented to 2. So then 2 plus 1 is 3, so we do have 3 in the set, so the count is going to get incremented to 3. And 3 plus 1 4, we do have 4 in the set, so count is again going to get incremented. And 4 plus 1 5, we do not have 5 in the set, so this is the breaking point of the loop. So now the max count is going to get updated, so max count is now 4. Then then we come to 200, so 200 does not have a previous element, so this is the starting point, but 200 does not have a next element or next number, so it is also the ending point of a sequence. So the count is going to get updated by 1, but max count is 4. We are always going to take max, so max is max count is not going to get changed. Then we come to 4, and 4 does have a previous element, so we continue. And 100 is also like 200, so it does, like, it is a starting point of a sequence, but it is also the ending point of a sequence, so we can't do anything, the count just gets updated by 1, which doesn't matter. So 4 is the final max count, so we are going to return 4, and that is going to be our output. So let's code it out, maybe, like, it's going to get more clearer maybe. Okay, so yeah. So if we do have a previous number of elements, so sorry, if we don't have a previous number of elements, so if we don't have a previous number of elements, so num minus 1, if we don't have num a previous element of the current number, that means that is the starting point of element. So if we find the starting point, we are going to keep incrementing until we find the ending point. So here the count is going to be 1, and current number is going to be number, and while unique numbers, okay, sorry, unique numbers dot count, so as long as we have the next number, we are going to increment the count and increment the current number, because we do have the current number in the set. As long as we have the next number in the set, we are going to increment, and whenever we find the ending point, so if we don't find the count of the next number, it's going to end this for loop. So now we are now we have the latest count, and we are going to update the max count. Max count is going to be max of max count and count. So that's it. So max count is updated, so all we have to do is return max count. Okay, semicolon. We should have a comma here. Okay, so we updated the unordered set, so everything, we have every value in the set, and then we are looking if we have a previous value for a number or not. If we don't have a previous value for a number, then that means we found a starting point, and if we found the starting point, the count is going to be 1. That is the number 1 element of a sequence. And if we do have a starting point, we are going to loop through as long as we don't find the ending point. So we will keep incrementing the count and incrementing the current number, and after we find the ending point, we are going to update the max count. So that's it. If we submit this one, it will, yeah, so let's submit this one, it will get accepted. Okay, so as we can see, I am on the top of the twin tower or something. Okay, so let's solve it in Python this time. We are going to follow the same approach here. So yeah, so max count and unique numbers. Max count is going to be 0 and unique numbers is going to be set of nums. So if we print it, let's see, unique numbers, this is going to give us the same set. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 100, 4 and 200. So we have to look through it. So for num in unique numbers, so if we don't have, if num minus 1 not in unique numbers, so if it's the starting point, count and current number, so count is going to be 1 and current number is going to be number, current number is going to be number. So while while current number plus 1 is in unique numbers, that means the sequence is continuing, so count is going to get incremented and current number, we also increment the current number, so current number plus equals 1. And after the loop ends, we are going to update the max count. So max count equal to max of max count and count, and after that return max count. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Let's submit this one. Okay, so this is the solution for Python. Let's do it for Ruby this time. Okay, so again we are following the same approach. So max count and unique numbers. So max count is going to be 0, unique numbers is going to be nums.to set. Let's print it out and see if we get the correct. Obviously we will get the correct numbers here. Okay, maybe not, I was too confident. Okay, no, we do get the numbers. So 100, 4, 200, 1, 2. Okay, the error is coming for because we didn't return any like the correct type of correct return type. Okay, so let's look through this one. So unique numbers dot each do num, and so if num, okay, if unique numbers dot include num minus 1. Okay, and so count and current number. Count is going to be 1 and current number is going to be number, while okay, so while unique numbers, if unique number doesn't have a previous value, sorry, so if unique numbers does include next number, then count is going to get updated and current number is going to get updated. The problem with Ruby is that we can't format the code. Okay, so after this is done, so yeah, now update the max count. Max count is going to be max count and count, max of max count and count, and return max count. Let's see. Okay, it gives us an error. Okay, I should give a question mark here. Okay, that gets accepted. Okay, this was a solution for Ruby. Now let's solve it in JavaScript. Okay, so let's say max count equals 0 and unique numbers is new set of nums for num of unique numbers. If unique numbers does not has the previous number of current number, that means that is the starting point of a sequence. So count is going to be 1 and current number is going to be number, and while unique number has the next value of current number, we are going to increment the count and increment the current number, and after that we are going to update the max count. Max count. Now all we have to do is return max count. Let's see. Yeah, this too works. Let's format the code. Okay, let's submit this one. Okay, so this was the solution for the problem longest consecutive sequence. Hope you guys liked it, and yeah, give me feedbacks, let me know what I could do better or something. And yeah, just like give me constructive feedbacks. That's it. So hopefully I'll make more videos, and thank you very much for watching. um, yeah, see you next time.